Well, we're in Northwestern Arizona. We're on historic Route 66. We're headed to Oatman, the first stop on our Arizona Ghost Town tour. Northwest version, I guess. And I'm going to head down here. We've been to Oatman before, but it's a big motorcycle stop and kind of on our way to where we're going. So I'm going to hop on here. Well, this is one of the attractions of coming to Oatman, is these curves. It's an awesome road. It looks like they've actually repaved it. And this is a leg of, actually a section of Route 66 that was discontinued in the 1930s. They found that this was obviously dangerous, as you'll see, for average traffic, especially vehicles of that time period. And they rerouted 66, I believe, from Seligman all the way into someplace in California. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. It looks, and like I said, it looks like this has been repaved. This used to be just wall-to-wall tar snakes. So rock and roll, man. Now, if you take that road, it has been repaved, and I'm sure the drift camera will not do it justice. Those corners are super tight. There is no guardrails, and there are sheer drop-offs. So, and there's also debris in the road, so just be careful when you come through there, but it is funner than fun. I'm going to start dropping down into Oatman right now. Well, when you come into town here, it's about 15 miles an hour, and I would even go slower if I was you. There are roaming burros, one of the little quirky attractions to the town. And you can see a few parked right up there at that store. They come in here and people feed them. You can see one right there. Friendly little fellers. And there's always usually a bunch of people out in the middle of the road walking around with the burros. Well, we're downtown Oatman. This is part of the Black Mountains Mining District. You can see them up in the background up there. They're pretty. The stark beauty of them is just unbelievable, and kind of the relaxed mode of the town doesn't denote a lot of its history. So around here, the history starts about 1863. A guy named Moss came through, and there was two mines that he had. One he called after himself Moss, and the other was called Oatman, the reason for the name of the town. And Oatman is from the Oatman Massacre. It happened just south of Phoenix. It's a pretty big event. It was kind of like a 9/11 event for the Southwest. Family was coming through the Gila River area and were attacked, and their daughters taken. The family was killed. One daughter showed back up, and you can see pictures of her on the internet. And she's got the chin tattoo. If you've watched Hell on Wheels, one of the ladies on Hell on Wheels has that tattoo, kind of a homage to that little girl. And then this town was settled, and then 1902, just like the hotel over there, a second and the final Western gold rush happened right here. From 1902 to about 1912, there was a gold rush in this area, which made a boom in this town, which created this hotel and many of these buildings. A lot of the smaller buildings were burnt sometime in the 20s. So some of the history has been lost here, but they found their new gold rush, and it's tourists who like burros. So fast forward back again to 1930s Arizona, and the Oatman Hotel and Clark Gable and Carol Lombard came here. There was the Southwest and a little bit of these small little towns were movie sets. They were also little vacation areas for the stars. So Carol Lombard and Clark Gable came here, and they kind of have a faded history in the Southwest, over by Searchlight, Nevada, and it's a sad story and too long for this video, but Carol Lombard was killed over there, not too far from a little town like this. Looks like they have their museum open. I believe they have the room set up, that Carol Lombard and Clark Gable stayed in. Most of the town right now is, touristy. They rely heavily on just about anybody that comes through, but a lot of big motorcycle mecca, I guess, if you will. A lot of Harley guys come up here. I mean, you could see the road coming in was stellar, especially since they've repaved it. Somewhere up here is like the world's smallest motorcycle museum. It's on the second floor of one of these buildings. I've been there before, and they've got some nice old Harleys from the teens or so, and worth a stop to take 10 minutes, go up and check them out. Hey fella. Hi there fella. Good boy, huh? They're all hanging out looking for carrots and stuff. How's it going, guys? Just chilling? Huh? Got a little salt lick action going there? Yeah, at certain times of the day they have a Wild West shootout. Looks like some of their actors are milling around the streets, and they block the street off a little bit and have a little 10-minute gunfight. Plenty of places to get t-shirts and hats, and a couple of places for burgers and that kind of thing. I'm going to head back to the bike and get out of Dodge here.
Watch it.
I'm just going to miss out on the Old West show. But I can get straight out of town now. Well, I hope you liked Oatman, and I hope you watch the rest of the videos in the series. I'll put links down in the description as soon as they are edited and posted. I appreciate you watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Adios.